Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. It's time for another movie commentary. You guys excited? Go on, guys. Yay. Oh, come for fuck's sake, come on.
Yeah, I'm saying yeah.
Yeah.
Today's pick this weekend, ladies and gentlemen, is Wreck-It Ralph. And to celebrate the occasion, we brought Al with us. Hey, Al.
I'm gonna wreck it!
We only brought you on because you cosplay as Ralph.
Yep.
Kind of irrelevant since this is an audio-based commentary, but whatever.
Just imagine him in the costume.
Yeah.
Or
Well,
just
he's just the biggest Ralph fan I know. So
Alright, well then. Well, you guys know how these riff track things go. On the Invisible Zero, we're all going to hit play. You're going to join with us. This is actually
just
this is
for
a movie you
reference-
should own.
this just for reference, we're going to be starting with the Disney logo, meaning the big castle with all the fireworks and shit.
Yeah.
Just give me a second, because my PlayStation 2 decided to reset itself.
okay, so
You're
Let's
still
talk about
watching this on a
stupid bullshit.
PlayStation 2. My PlayStation 2 stopped being able to play DVDs years ago.
Wasn't that part of why the PlayStation 2 became so popular? It was like, oh, it's a DVD player. Swipe.
yeah, it was a relatively cheap
Alright,
DVD.
alright, I'm all set.
Okay, so we're all ready to play the movie.
Yes.
Alright, let's go.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so on the Invisible Zero, we're all gonna hit play. 3, 2, 1.
So pretty.
So, shall we reintroduce ourselves?
Rivers and
Train.
trains and a flag.
Pretty.
Flashier than waves and rocks.
You want to know something? This is the most anachronistic, or I guess I should say, I don't know. Disney just like threw everything into this. It got music from Pinocchio with the Cinderella Castle and Tinkerbell.
I love
Just
when
like,
they
did they just pick random movies and put all that shit together?
I gotta be honest, when I saw this in theaters and saw what they did with the, Disney Animation Studio logo, I freaked
was
the hell out.
It was the first. Everybody in the theater I went to laughed when they saw that.
Those assholes taking away his home.
And my stump, man.
Well, it's not really taking away his home. They just push it slightly to the
the
left.
Wow.
Hey, you moved
My-
my stuff!
My torrent has, like, frickin', what language are these subtitles? I swear I
Can you
didn't
make
turn
out
it
any
on.
letters at all?
Well, they use letters.
Well, as long as you can
Yeah,
watch
fuck
the
you,
movie.
Gene.
Oh, that dick! He, like, threw the guy all the way to the left into the nether realm.
Sequel bait.
Spoiler alert, Ralph's not really a bad guy, because they're the one that stole his home.
Oh, that's
So it's
just
Shrek.
Kind of pissed off that his home is gone.
Oh yeah, that's how fixing windows works. You go to a broken window and bash it with a hammer, and it's all right again.
It's actually a valid point. You know, I never really considered Ralph a bad guy, considering what the fucking people of Niceland do. He's just retaliating. I'd be angry too.
Yep.
Well, it's not like they had to build their giant apartment building right there. They could move it like slightly to the right of his stump, you know.
I still can't believe how many licensed properties they shoved into this movie.
Ralph gets tossed
I
off
would
the
consider it worth
building.
it.
They got the TMNT arcade machine. That's awesome.
Ugh.
Up
What?
now,
Ugh, that game was awesome.
Asteroid,
Question,
Space
you know,
Invaders,
30
Battle Zone.
years-
Oh, they have
30 years.
Street Fighter, Food
I
Fight,
see
Progress.
DDR.
Ask us question.
30 years, and the only arcade machine they didn't replace was the Fix-It Felix one.
I think the Pac-Man one's still lying.
Oh, by the way, I met Kyle Bear, and he was awesome.
Nice.
The voice of Rhea, right?
Yep. As Wreck-It Ralph. And we did a Hadoken together. It was awesome.
Me, I actually went to go see this opening day in theaters.
Oh, same here. It was
I took Elliot with me. We went to the earliest showing, so we wouldn't have anybody in the theater. And me and Elliot pretty much just played a game to ourselves. How many references can we pick out?
Yep.
And we had to spend out the entire movie doing it. But we actually ended up having a really good time watching this because, well,
Yeah, they
It's really a nice little love letter to video gamers, young and old.
Yeah, they showed this opening weekend at Youmacon in the GM building in Detroit because they figured, oh, there's going to be a bunch of sweaty nerds here. Let's show a video for sweaty nerds. I love when he does that. You know, this must be my 20th time seeing this film, and it has never gotten old. It hasn't gotten old yet. I just fucking love this movie.
This is my third time.
I haven't seen it since I went to the theaters, so.
And
First timer here.
Really?
Yeah.
back home at the stump.
I just feel so fucking bad for Ralph.
Well,
sure-
he's not bad. He was just programmed that way.
I'm not bad. I'm just drawn that way.
I'm just
So
sure
we're
that
going to be sympathizing with Dr. Eggman next.
eventually.
I'm Ralph, and I'm a gameaholic. Hi, Ralph.
Speaking of Dr. Eggman,
Oh, best cameo in the entire movie.
Zangief.
Yeah.
But he's
You know,
not a bad guy.
I feel
Fun
like-
fact: he's only in here because the creator couldn't beat him in Street Fighter, so he's like, "That dick, I'm making him a bad guy."
I feel like they underused some of the characters in this scene, though, because they've got, like, Bowser and Eggman and all sorts
I
of
love
other...
how Bowser has a cup of coffee.
Yeah.
I think it's a milkshake, actually.
No,
wait,
it's coffee.
It's coffee,
Starbucks.
yeah.
It's Starbucks.
To answer your question, to answer your concern though, Ted, I think the reason why they had a lot of these guys so silent was because of, I think it was overall trust issues.
Yeah,
With,
Disney.
you know-
I mean, Nintendo had no trust that this was gonna do well.
Succeed.
Yeah.
So,
So,
they
again,
rather
so
just
again,
have Bowser as a silent antagonist. And was it the same
You
case
know.
with Dr. Eggman?
sort
they
of.
had Sonic talk, so I don't know why
Are we
they...
not going to talk about the fact
Happy.
Kano just ripped out somebody's heart in a Disney movie?
Yeah, but it's a zombie. It doesn't matter.
Fatality.
Oh, this is one of my favorite parts right here.
That Shuma Gorath off to the side there?
Yeah.
I think... Wait, isn't Shima Gorath a Marvel character?
The fake Satan.
Yeah, that one got a really big laugh in the theaters when he said that. It's just because he's so damn nonchalant with how he says it.
Not a bad guy, Ralph. At first, I thought it was a Street Fighter joke because
Yeah.
you know it's M. Bison.
That's
Yeah.
exactly
Well,
what I thought too.
Well, that's actually... I think that's a good way of, like, hiding it, or hiding that Going Turbo is supposed to be, like, a plot thing later on, because it's just, like, it's Street Fighter. All the game...
Assuming you already know Street Fighter to begin with.
Yeah.
Well, other than kids who wouldn't pick it up anyway, the main audience for this movie was game nerds.
Here we go, folks.
And they'd pick that up pretty quickly. So
I'm bad, and that's good. I'll never be good, and that's not bad. There's no one I'd rather be than me. You know-
Alan, are you a villain and haven't been telling us?
Yes. You know, I actually like this motto, to be honest, because it could really pertain to anybody. You know, it's all about being yourself and trusting yourself and shit. You know.
Ralph
He
looks
just-
like a
I love how
Final
he just casually ganks the cherry.
He looks like a Final Fantasy I Overworld sprite from here, though.
Sort
And
of.
then Zangief's his best bro because he saved him a seat. I thought that was pretty cool.
Well, they're both big, heavy guys. I'm just sure that it was a real treat for a lot of the game voice actors, and I guess by extension anime voice actors, to at least get a line or two in this.
Oh yeah, Kyle LeBear, he was telling me that this was the first ever time he was voicing in a Disney movie, and even though it was just for that part where he's Ryu, he can now cross it off his bucket list of voicing in a Disney movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Aerith has.
First lives
Nice.
in all your base.
Yep.
I find it kind of odd that Pac-Man's got like a really slummy entrance, though. Is it? It's just like,
Just 'cause he's old.
Attribute that to age, yeah.
well, you think that
No.
it's like it's fucking Pac-Man. You think that they'd treat that shit better, like a memorial area or something.
Well, it's still there.
I guess.
Lara Croft.
TSA agent.
I just noticed his head reminds me of a light bulb.
I
Yes,
think it's supposed to
to
do
be.
that.
Here's what I want to know. What happens at the off chance of a blackout?
I think they all just. Well,
Great.
I don't think
Yeah, get the
anything's
hell out
on.
of there, Dig Dug.
I think all of the games are off at
Hold on a
this
second,
point.
hold on a second. I just love how Sonic's in here and he's doing a PSA.
Yeah, I
Yep.
think that was the intention.
Remember, if someone tries to touch you in a way or a place. Oh, this part made me so fucking sad because the trailer lied to me because the trailer is upbeat and happy, and then we watched the movie and Cubert's homeless and starving. What the fuck, Disney?
How many kids in the actually know who Cubert is?
That's one of my main. That was one of my main concerns with this movie. That the youngins who watch this aren't going to know who the hell half these people are. And
Yeah.
Skrillex for some reason.
I mean, I'm like,
I have a
they'll probably get
3-year-old
DDR and some Street Fighter and Sonic stuff, but
I have a 3-year-old cousin, and she's 3 years old. I was playing Mario Kart when she came over, and she saw Bowser and said, "Oh, he's from Wreck-It Ralph," and I was just, oh.
oh my god.
Technically, she's right.
Well, it's sad. So she's like a little girl, so I didn't expect her to get all the gaming stuff, but still, it made me feel sad.
Hubert
And then
debuted in
Pac-Man,
Wreck-It
that
Ralph.
gluttonous asshole's eating all the shrimp cocktail.
Having a party without me.
I love Fix-It Felix's evening gear here.
Yeah.
It's really classy.
It's just a college version of his normal outfit.
I think he's wearing slightly shinier pants.
I just noticed that too. Thank you, Blu-ray HD quality.
I bet that's more. Hint, hint, wink, wink.
Well, considering how well the movie did and they already announced a sequel, I'm sure Nintendo will be more open to more cameos now.
Well, I remember back when Oscars were around, Nintendo did a couple of tweets about Wreck-It Ralph, so I think they're a little bit more accepting. I don't want to say accepting, but maybe supportive is probably a better.
Lenient,
Yeah.
probably.
If they were supporting of Wreck-It Ralph, they wouldn't make a shitty game for him for the consoles.
Did you guys ever play that? Actually, I actually.
Well,
Fix
who
It, Fix It.
developed it?
Terrible fucking game.
Who developed
It's-
it?
I don't know, but
Activision.
it's shovelware.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a movie game.
The
so,
Fix
you
It
know,
the Fix It Felix
No,
Felix
I'm
arcade game's
sorry,
better.
Louis. That's not a good excuse because back then Disney Interactive made some really kick-ass games for like the PS.
Well, I mean, I understand that there are good movie games, but it just, especially recently, the good movie games are sort of the exception rather than the rule, which is sad, but it's just sort of how it is.
Yeah, it's just easier to assume they're bad.
Is that turtle from something?
No, I think he was just made for.
Oh, well, they gave him a name. So, well, his name was Glenn, so I'm not sure if he is from something.
I always figured because of the way he moved, he was maybe part of the Wreck-It Ralph universe.
Yeah.
Because everybody in the Wreck-It Ralph universe, with the exception of Ralph and Felix, move very jittery.
Death animations. Speaking of the, you mentioned the way they move. I love how they did that with the Nicelanders.
Yeah.
I was always weirded out though. It's like, why is it just that move that way and not Felix and Ralph?
Well, we don't really see. Well, Felix and Ralph don't move that way
Well-
because of the main characters.
Yeah.
Yeah, I figured that's the answer, but
I
also
love that face. I love that face that
Well,
Ralph
actually,
just
Sean,
there.
that makes a lot of sense,
What the
John.
DK?
In
What the
games-
DK face?
No,
No,
yeah,
John-
it's like, oh, why are you here, Gene? You're not the main character, you piece of shit. Oh, there's cake.
No, wait, John, I came up with an answer. In games, important major characters like the main villain and the main character have more frames of animation than the unimportant NPCs. Booyah!
There you go.
There you
it
go.
does make sense. I'm thinking of Super Mario Brothers, where Toad and Princess Peach had no animation whatsoever.
They just kind of keyframed into existence.
No, they just tween to the left or right.
Have you realized that that basically these video game characters are racist towards bad guys?
Yeah, they really have no reason to dislike Ralph.
I'd say prejudice, not really racist.
Well, you
I
know,
get what you mean, though.
bad guy.
Bad guy. You're a bad guy, so we're gonna treat you like shit no matter what you do.
It's like
'Cause I
he's
mean,
just
like-
doing his job.
Yeah, it's like even though the game couldn't exist without Ralph.
Yeah, and they don't learn that until like halfway in the movie.
Well, I mean, 30. The game's been going on for 30 years, so I guess they could have just sort of adopted that into his psyche, into their psyche. Like they've been working with him for so long, and they just sort of see him that way because that's just his job, I guess. But I don't know. It's just, I guess
Ooh.
psychoanalyzing video game characters wouldn't get very far.
The moment when Ralph realizes he done fucked up.
Man, I wanted to eat that.
I love how the cake splatter is pixelated.
Yeah, same. Wait, if it's so like she said there was so many different flavors, so why is it pink? Just pink.
No, there's
Cake
also it's cherry and strawberry and
Watermelon.
Chocolate. Well, she specifically said the mud was chocolate, so I don't know. I love how she's like sadly holding out the little fondant figures. By the way, creepiest stare in the world coming up right here, right there.
Oh God.
Poor Tapper.
Not Mario.
I love this part.
I was actually surprised they went with the original Tapper for this cameo.
Mm-hmm.
Because they later censored Tapper to be strictly root beer, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, Tapper used to be a game that advertised Budweiser, and it was only sold in bars. But then they realized how good of a game it was, and they mass marketed it to feature root beer.
Yeah.
well, pretty much all they needed to do that was like change the palette slightly.
Hi, Ryu. Walk into the background.
Yeah.
Him?
Wait a
Note
minute, this is
yourself.
an arcade. What the hell kind of game is Solid Snake in?
He stealthed his way in, obviously.
Oh, I get it.
I love this because
Gears
it's
of War.
like, he's a video game character, so he's just gonna keep walking to the walls. What?
Oh, I'm trying to look at like the headshots they have on the wall. I saw Space Invaders. I saw Sonic. They're not
Tails
showing.
is on there too.
Yeah.
As well as Chun Li.
Satine.
Let's see. Hold on. The
The
Q-Bert.
Burger Time guy.
Ryu's there.
So is Ken.
You need to pause it in order to see
Chun-Li's there.
everybody. You see, this was what it was like when I was watching the movie the first time too. I wasn't paying attention to what anybody was saying. I was looking in the background trying to find as many video game references as I could.
Negatoid. Does that mean maybe? Oh.
Cockroach.
Hey, that's a pretty fucking big cockroach, man. I'd be terrified of that.
If it was on the floor and I was
Ralph
if it was on the floor and I was barefooted, I had the same reaction.
That disturbs the ever-living crap out of me. Ralph just kind of stripped him naked, casually, and then put Zangief's
At the very least, he put Zangief's thing on him.
Yeah, but that means you had to strip him naked.
Maybe he just chose the change outfit button.
No, sorry, Ryan. It's on disc DLC.
God damn it.
You must pay $3.99 in order to continue.
Oh, how do you trip over something that small? Seriously. He's like a Lego compared to Ralph. What the fuck?
Hubert, you potty mouth motherfucker. Watch your language. This is a kids movie.
The original swear video game.
And I think he only spoke when he fucked up, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a joke.
Fun fact: the arcade manager is voiced by Ed O'Neill, aka Al Bundy.
Really?
Yep.
He's been reading the same newspaper for 20 years.
What game uses 8 quarters per credit? Come on.
You haven't been to
Been-
an arcade.
I've been in an arcade in a long time, haven't you, Al?
Do you know those cheap ass claw games? Those are like $1 now.
Yeah, but now $2.
If I were, off the top of my head, when I went to an amusement, it's usually in arcades that are in like amusement parks and stuff like that. Where
Oh, well, that makes sense.
I remember,
It's
like,
just your regular run-of-the-mill.
Hi,
regular-
FemShep.
a regular run-of-the-mill arcade will
I
probably
love my mama.
it probably
It's
charges
FemShep.
$4.
She
I
is
love
Fem
that part.
Shep.
I love my mama.
I just call her Femme Chef.
This is actually one of my favorite jokes in the entire movie. The justification for first person shooters. It's a guy with a monitor for holds a gun.
Yeah. That makes so much more sense.
Oh Jesus.
That would explain why you can never see their feet.
Or hands, for that matter.
No, you can see their hands sometimes holding the gun, which is why he has gloves.
That is essentially what it feels like when you're playing a first-person shooter, though. Skating around on wheels as a camera with a gun beneath it.
And you can't jump.
Well, unless you're playing Halo, where you can see both, you can both see your feet and jump. Halo,
Poor Ralph. This is like a huge culture clash to him.
That's the joke. Femme Chef knows what she's doing.
The actress's name here.
I can't remember who it is.
Whoops.
Do you remember having? Do you remember having her name, Al?
Oh, Tamara Calhoun.
She's modeled exactly as.
She's Femme Chef.
Yeah, yeah.
She's actually supposed to resemble her voice actress.
Yeah, that's what I was getting at. But I forgot her name.
Yeah, she looks more like Femme Chef.
Jane Lynch.
Jane Lynch.
Yeah, Jane Lynch. Yeah,
she looks exactly like herself. Only
no, Harry, don't go to the light.
She kind of she's like
can't
friendship
help
cross
it.
Master
It's so
Chief cross.
beautiful. Sorry. Bugs Life reference. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, if they have that, why don't they just keep that on the entire time?
Game.
Andy Gabe.
Yeah, but the bugs are like actually evil. Like it's not like the bugs are like a bad guy in the other games where they're just like a normal person pretending to be evil. It's like they're actually evil.
Yeah, but these games are more
because
hardcore.
The plot demands it.
These new games are more hardcore, Ted. There's got to be some risk.
Can you say Pussy Willows in a kid show?
I guess.
As long as the word pussy is another word, unless the other word is pussy.
Why would you call someone a pussy?
As long as they think you're referring to a cat.
Yeah.
Check it out. Two guys are playing a girly game. Fuck you, gender roles.
Subway, Eat Fresh advertisement.
I don't know. You can kind of pass off the fat one as a fat girl.
No, it's a dude.
Well, we know it's a dude.
I was going on Tumblr and they're like, this game, this movie crashes gender roles by having playing, the hardcore marine game and having two guys play the girly game.
Femme Chef.
I could fix it. Oh shit. Ralph?
I'm just surprised that they programmed in an oh shit spray.
Hey, look, it's Hotel Mario.
No!
And it's just as
Hey, they programmed a climbing sprite too. Oh my land. Okay, if I was an arcade manager and I saw the arcade joystick twinkling back and forth by itself, I would think it was possessed.
Yeah.
I think he just doesn't give a fuck.
30 years, man.
He's seen some shit.
The villains have gone back again. Here's your quarterback.
Yeah. Red screen of death.
That's the most sinister piece of paper I've ever fucking seen.
Yeah, without Ralph or Doom, you realize it's 30 years too late, assholes.
It's a miracle he hadn't unplugged the machine either.
Well, you don't just unplug it because you need to show what the problem is.
You can plug it back in when you're ready to show it. Save on electrical bills.
If you're running an arcade don't think unplugging one machine for like a day is going to make that much of a difference. Besides, you'd have to like get all the way back in there to the power strip. Now, that's just a pain in the ass.
Admittedly, yes.
Hey, I can speak Cubertese.
Felix, this is a children's. I did not come here to hear such salty language.
Hey, at the very
I am
at least,
offended, good sir.
at the very least, you can say you've seen one Disney movie where they curse out the ass in one scene.
Now, how come this wasn't in the game? This would have been badass.
Assassin's
Him getting
Creed.
it on like
Assassin's Creed, Ralph.
Assassin's Creed.
He'd be more interesting than whoever the fuck it is in the future.
Okay, I have a question. How much time has passed?
I have a question. Why is her like? But that is the most disproportionate female I've ever seen in any video game ever. Look at her weight; it's like a stick.
No, I'm asking how much time has passed because at this point the arcade's closed. How long has Ralph been climbing that building and no one noticed it?
Probably.
I don't imagine much time has passed because, well,
It was frickin' daylight out when she noticed something was wrong with Fix-It Felix.
Well, I feel like it was only maybe a couple of hours, because he's probably pretty good at climbing, considering how fucking huge his arms are.
So the Cybugs just kind of ignored him while the game was
Well, they
playing.
were all zapped. Aren't they all? They're all like.
They're back in their little hole thing.
And besides, it's like a $2 game. Nobody's playing this shit very often.
By the way, the moment he hits that window with his face, in the theater, I shouted, "I'm a man!
I am a lion."
I'm a man!"
Okay, Ralph. Now take the chance and just sort of dance over all of the eggs. Step on.
He's not in Dance Dance Revolution, Ted.
Oh, but no, just stomp on all the eggs.
I would add new meaning to the phrase "walking on eggshells."
I see that. Wow, what kind of fucked up storyline is this? You're destroying all these bugs in a dystopian future, all for a fucking medal. Just a medal.
It sounds like a typical FPS to me.
Yeah.
FPSs have plot.
Yeah.
Well, they try to anyway.
Wait, they're all just the same soldier.
You ever play Star Fox 64, Ted?
Yes.
It's just General Pepper and all the same sprites of the one Fox soldier.
Hey, to record Ralph's credit, when I play a Call of Duty game, I don't seem to remember anyone's faces. So. Except for that one guy that was voiced by Keith Smith, but only because he was voiced by Keith Smith. Every time I hear this guy's voice, though, I either want him to be Pedro Serrano from Major League or sell me insurance.
Oh, I hate to say this, guys, but my disc froze, so I'm trying to find out where.
Ralph is flying around in this shuttle, and
he just exited Hero's Duty with the spaceship.
Yeah.
Okay. Did Sonic get hit by it yet?
No.
Not yet. Give it a second.
Okay.
Power strip.
Now.
He lost his rings.
Sonic's hitbox must have been fucking huge.
So it was Sonic Genesis version.
Yeah. There you go.
So we just entered Sugar Rush.
Yes.
Not Mario Kart.
Sugar Rush?
Yeah, he's crash landing. Oh wait,
Crash.
now crash landing.
Falling again. Crash.
The only thing I can hear in my head while I'm watching this is Sweet Mountain.
The Sonic references just keep writing themselves.
All right. Did the thing fall in the taffy pool?
Yeah, it just did.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay, I think you're
Okay,
caught
well,
up.
I'm there. Thank God. Sayonara, sucker.
Yes, there are suckers around here.
It's a candy pun.
Something about this game being sweet. Okay, there we go.
You can just literally feel the diabetes coursing through your veins right now.
I feel like I'm going to appear in a Sega-based kart racer someday.
So why is Ralph a playable character in All Stars, but not Vanellope? She's the one that actually races.
Marketing appeal.
Yeah,
He's the main character.
the movie's called Wreck-It Ralph. Not piss off.
How
It's
the
time to
fuck
get
did
some
it land on
platform
that
at the top.
branch, though? That must have been the most precarious swinging of that fucking metal to land exactly there.
That's the point.
Well, I mean, it's just like can't even think of a situation where the
And
physics
there's
would happen
Vanellope.
to do that.
I'm gonna be honest. When I first saw the trailer and I saw that Sarah Silverman was in this movie, I was like, oh.
Yeah, when I saw the first three trailers, I thought that she was going to be annoying as fuck.
That was the intention, but fortunately, she has good writing on her side.
Well, I think like the first scene was like the one where she's like copying what he says.
Yeah.
So it's just like I know that it's supposed to be annoying, but it's just like if they had kept that sort of stuff up the entire movie, I would have wanted to punch her in the face. But
Jesus
thankfully,
Christ,
she gets like
just
character
hops
development.
in and out like a
Shit.
Cheshire cat.
I'm surprised a
I'm
kart
not
racer.
a homo.
I'm surprised a kart racing character has animations to move at all.
Well, she's a glitch. So.
True. But
Oh wait, no, sorry, spoiler.
But point being, she ended up being one of my favorite characters.
yeah.
Cause she's adorable. Okay, I have a question. What does a falling branch that can only be activated when you touch it have to do with a racing game?
Maybe this is the racing spin-off, and there's a sugar rush.
you gotta play a mini game between each lap.
Yeah, that's the only reason I can think of if there was some kind of mini game involved with this.
Or maybe there's just like some gimmick in one of the tracks with the double stripes or something. I don't know.
Double stripe. Thank you.
I'm pretty on and off with Sarah Silverman's comedy style, but and I know the intent was to make Vanellope that annoying little shit for the most part, but even I still like her as a character, her voice drives me nuts.
Did you call her Penelope? It's actually
Penelope.
oh shit, the glitch.
That was a glitch on my end. It's Vanellope.
Yeah. Okay, how come it took that long to disappear?
It's Wile E. Coyote's rule of gravity. Gravity is not in effect until it is noticed.
Time to kill some more aliens, FemShep.
Something about crippled rooster fucking creeps me out. Poor Felix. He's so naive. He has absolutely no idea what the hell she's talking about.
Well, because he was made in the 80s.
You never heard of a cybug? Sorry, it's too underground for you.
Boo.
Oh.
He's so optimistic, it's hilarious, because he's the hero.
He's the typical platformer hero. He has no personality.
Oh wait, hold it. Who's it? It's the Dig Dug guy.
Yeah, Dig Dug. That's his name.
Two princes.
Chun-Li chilling with Peach and Daisy over there.
Yeah.
Wait, there's Peach and Daisy?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Well, it was supposed to be them, yeah.
It's not her fault.
Wait, does that make Chun-Li the Nordic interpreter?
She was programmed with the most tragic backstory of all.
This
You know, the Cybug was just being a dick.
The hell?
That got a big laugh from me too when I first saw that.
I like how
She pulled that minigun out of.
her
That's my
vagina.
question. Where did she pull that minigun out of?
Her vagina.
Oh. Hammer space.
Victoria's Secret Compartment.
Shenlong was here. You see that in the back?
Yep.
Okay, Campers.
And Leroy
Dave Jenkins. Pwn.
There's something.
There's an arrow to the knee somewhere in this movie.
Boing. Insert sewer surfing here.
If only they actually made a reference to that.
Well, the arcade machine in there at one point.
Well, that's just having it there.
That was the first game, though. I don't think
Yeah.
that was necessarily Turtles in Time.
No, it was the first game.
Yeah.
If you look closely, yeah, there's all these recolors in there too.
Yeah.
Well, of course, it's a racing game.
The original fan characters do not steal.
These are actually real candies, aren't they?
Yeah, I love Sour Bill. He's got that Ben Stein appeal to him. If Ben Stein actually had an appeal. Hey, look, cannibalism. Have some candy.
Sourball looks like the Rayman candy sellout.
The Lums.
Sellout. Well, no, he's got no arms and legs, so I feel like Rayman made a spin-off candy that never ended up happening. So, so it just sort of, he's just depressed about that.
I see what they did there. Choose your racer. Man, that's Ted levels of bad.
I would take offense if it wasn't an accurate statement.
Brilliant casting on King Candy, I must say.
Did he just yank someone's throat dangly thing?
Wait,
Hey,
what?
who voiced King Candy?
I can't remember. What I find hilarious about this scene is that there's all these crazy ass names like Taffeta Mutton Fudge and Francis Fluggernutter, and then there's just Head.
Candlejack?
They're probably running out of time when they were making some of the names.
Oh shit! Oh shit! We need something ridiculous, Candlehead.
Okay.
Candlehead. How would this? How does the game recognize that as a coin though? I don't get it.
Well,
It's
sometimes when
circular and it's shiny.
I put a quarter into a vending machine, it thinks it's a nickel. So.
Have you guys ever tried the whole attach a string to the quarter and try and yank it out when you...
No,
Yeah, it doesn't work.
I'm not a criminal.
It doesn't work.
Oh.
It doesn't work.
Well, not on arcade machines anyway.
Hey, look! Slight nod to racism. It's the glitch. You cannot race.
I guess
the
it was-
cops are donuts.
So with how great. So I think it would have been better if they made Vanellope just more a debug character that never made it to the full game.
That's what I thought she was in the first place.
No, she's just a glitch. I think it would have been a character if she was just a debug character who didn't make the final cut.
Shrek, everybody run!
Well, that I think would be harder to explain, or they'd have to like stop the movie for like 3 minutes
Hooray!
to
Candy
explain.
genocide.
In my headcanon, that is exactly the kind of glitch she is, like a leftover model.
Yeah, at first I thought she was originally like a dummied out character.
Mm-hmm.
But you are right, Ted. It would be harder to explain to the non-video game crowd.
Because I mean, all they have to sort of say is she's
here is a
glitch,
perfect
and that gets it
representation
across.
of the LA police force. Oh, it's someone different. Let's beat him up.
You mean the police force in general?
Yes. I actually have a headcanon for Hero's Duty that the final boss is the cybug that ate Calhoun's husband, and then you have to fight it yourself while she suffers from post-traumatic stress disorder.
Samus.
Oh dear, the other racers are gonna get catty.
I guess you could say they're a little nutty. And he just shoves a taser in his eyes.
Just like the real police department.
Okay, I like this. They're doing the Wizard of Oz chant, but they're saying Oreo.
Yep. Rolling, what?
Oh man.
And they play Hail to the Chief. Sour Bill, be fast to find this creature so we can see what we're up against. Oh god, I did that
Oh
far
man,
too
ripping
well.
that taffy off must have been like ripping duct tape off of someone's face.
Accurately around the taint area.
Well, I'm surprised all of his hair didn't get ripped out of his. Oh wait, the hair's attached
I
to
see
his
you're a
model.
fan of Pink. Did you just call him gay? You homophobic ass.
This is coming from the guy who's king of this game too. So, huh?
He's obviously supposed to be a Queen of Hearts kind of ripoff.
I guess.
He sure is a queen.
Bit of a titch.
Haha, gay jokes. We're so original.
Yeah. Of course. Wait, does he only have 4 fingers?
Yes.
Yes,
that just bugs me because it's just like, why do you only have 4 fingers?
because he's a cartoon
Toon
character.
character.
Yeah, but why do cartoon characters only have?
Easier to animate.
Well, in the context of the movie, he has 4 fingers because he's a cartoon character. In the context of the real world, because it's easier to draw 4 fingers than 5.
Damn right.
Ah, no, it looks weird.
It
Just
does look weird.
Put another one in there.
Do you ever have the character giving someone the middle finger? No. And then get rid of the middle finger. No one's gonna
Actually,
miss it.
Homer did that once in the Simpsons movie, but just looked weird.
Yeah, it did.
Because he was like flipping him off with the ring finger. With
Yeah,
his
it was like, what?
finger.
That was a comic strip I saw, a 1-panel comic strip I saw. It's just like it's a cartoon character holding up his fist in traffic, and it's like there's no middle.
It hasn't been a pleasure.
When you flip someone off with a 4-fingered hand, something like, I don't know, some alternate concept art version of the Spock symbol or something.
We're gonna get him out of here. How? With a fucking chainsaw. The devil dogs, and they're actual devil dogs. A discontinued candy from the 80s.
Kids would not. Another reference the kids wouldn't get.
I got that. I love
Wait,
devil dogs.
Devil dogs were discontinued in the 80s?
Or
No,
not-
I've been eating those my whole life, and I've never been in the 80s.
Really? I've never fucking seen them.
I think they call them. I think they just call them something different now.
I think.
No, they're called
ratings-
devil dogs. I get them in the store all the time.
Huh.
Well,
I-
someone might have bought the recipe.
Oh,
and-
by the way, Darth Vader kind of makes a cameo in
Where?
that one scene. When he's breathing through the tube and they use the Star Wars stock noise.
Oh,
Ow.
right. Milk duds.
Yeah, it's just kind
I
of slowly
knew they were
crouched.
going to
Yeah,
get
just
that.
kind of slightly crouched down, Ralph. That one will be able to see you.
He's hot. No, he's stealth.
He's
See,
in stealth
he's-
mode.
He's in stealth mode, so nobody can see him.
He looks like she built it herself. I built it myself. I love gags like that. Kind of reminds me of that one joke from Spaceballs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Only an idiot would have that as their luggage password, and then the president's like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's my password.
That's the pat. That's the
Basically,
lock on
the same combination of my luggage.
on my luggage.
Once again, slight nods to racism. Oh, you're different than us, so we're just gonna treat you like
Well,
shit.
get it? It's racism.
Oh,
Oh, Christ.
I
Oh,
felt
man,
so
that
bad for
that was
Vanellope.
terrible.
These
Oh.
people, well, they're just being dicks. I mean, it's
They're-
not like she would have won in that anyway.
They're being bratty, catty high school girls, is what they're being.
I can't tell what age they're supposed to be though, because they're baby and shit.
I'd say around 10, if I were to guess. And I felt so bad for her during this scene.
It's just I don't like it. The problem with movie bullies, in just like in every movie that has movie bullies, is just that they're dicks just to be dicks, and there's no real reason for them.
Insert
To be.
Bulk and Skull theme here.
Pretty much.
Yeah, but they were at least likable. These are just like
See,
they're
I've never
jackasses.
seen realistically portrayed bully ever in a
Yeah.
movie.
Because
Bully the movie, remember that shit guy?
realistically, portraying bullies would be too dark for a kid's movie.
Let's not get into the TV
I can't take
like
Tampa!
bullshit.
They made a YouTube video about me. I'm gonna kill myself.
That's why no bullies are ever portrayed realistically.
Realistically.
With Flintstone vitamins.
Potty humor.
Yep.
It's like it's a
I
kid
think, to be
movie.
honest, I think they went with this a little too far. This particular joke.
What the duty joke?
Yeah.
Because I was rolling my eyes in the theaters too.
Because I'm like, hey, I didn't know Seth MacFarlane wrote this.
Hmm.
Get it? Because his jokes run far too long than they need to.
Like that one.
Yes. Oh, I get it.
Jawbreaker.
An unbreakable jawbreaker. He's just pounding away at it.
Yep, he broke it.
Well, fuck me.
That's what bad looks like. Huh.
Not a particular fan of jawbreakers, honestly.
Neither do I. A real cart, not that piece of shit I
Yeah.
built myself. We are not friends.
We're
They've
from
had
two
this,
completely different genres.
You know, they have this in like every single movie. It's just like, oh, come on, let's be friends. No, I don't wanna.
And in the morning, I'm making waffles.
She's getting so tired of holding up her hand for a handshake, she actually had to hold it up with her other arm.
You know, Ralph basically is Shrek. Now that you bring that up, he's
He has layers.
well, like he's got pretty much the same personality. Okay, maybe he's a little bit less abrasive, but it's still the same. He's pretty similar.
Well, he's just his job. Shrek is just kind of a dick.
Well, Shrek just wanted to be left alone, and they bothered him first.
Well, I mean, I get a lot of the same vibes from him. I guess is what I'm saying.
There's so much sugar here. My EKG meter has diabetes. Squirrely? Who the hell uses that anymore?
Well, he's a tame, run-of-the-mill platformer character.
From the 80s.
He was acting strange, talking about cake.
Oh, exposition time.
By the way,
Turbo
I'd like to know
time!
how the hell you actually play Turbo Time, if it's side scroller like that, or if it's an overhead, or maybe like Sight Bike.
Maybe it was similar. You guys ever played?
By the way, that's fucking
Metro
creepy.
Cross?
Don't zoom on that again, please.
You ever played Metro Cross?
Yes.
I'd imagine it's pretty similar to that.
That's the one with the giant soda cans, right?
Yeah.
Damn right.
Turbo Time!
I'm pretty sure I saw the kill screen from Pac-Man.
Oh, by the way, you know what's really funny? Dressing up as Turbo and then running in photo shoots.
Yeah.
That's the funniest shit ever. Turbo-tastic! Oh, double stripe. There we go. Now that probably was part of a racing course. That one right there.
Yeah.
Oh!
Oh, boo.
Product placement. It's a product
marketing.
placement and a pun. Sweet, 2 for 1.
Marketing. How do you drown in powder?
Oh, your lungs fill up and you can't breathe. It's the same basic idea.
They're Laffy Taffy.
Okay, you know what? I think that just at some point, Disney's pun department thought that they weren't getting paid enough, so they demanded to be given. They were demanded to work on this movie, and that's why there's so many fucking puns in it.
That was the first time that Felix was ever aggressive.
So the lesson we should all learn here is that violence is funny, and
As
we
long
should
as you
hurt
can
each other
fix it.
whenever possible.
Violence is funny as long as you can fix it with a magic golden hammer.
And why can't you do that in the game if you get hurt? I mean, it's just like if you had that ability, that would be fucking broken.
I just love the fact. Oh, he fixes his broken nose by hitting himself with a hammer. Oh yeah, that face just screams, "I'm getting some tonight."
I'm gonna wreck it.
I love this part. She's just like, you know what? Fuck this. Bam, bam. It was
Thunderstep
about
has
to turn into a romantic music video with you know with a montage of them rolling around in hay and shit, and then she cut it off short.
Actually, if this was a Renaissance Disney movie, they would break into a musical number probably right there.
Oh, right, you're still around.
Foreshadowing.
We had to have a reminder that the thing was still around.
By the way, the gatekeeper is Bearded Papa. He's an actual like mascot. He's like an actual candy mascot in like Holland or some shit. By the way, the phrase "I'm gonna wreck it," he only says it once in the entire movie.
And that's at the beginning, right?
Yep. Oh look, Super Mario fonts.
Pretty much.
She just called him Gladys, a homicidal robot.
Everything's a game.
This was one of my favorite parts of the movie, by the way.
Cooking
Because
Mama.
Make it the bad of the mama!
Yeah, just see here. Look, no. Here's what you do. You swap the good bowl and the trash can, and then that's no. You're doing it wrong. What are you doing, Ralph? Stop.
I didn't see any liquid in there.
They blended it up.
But that just doesn't magically make it liquid.
Whoops.
So wait, this is something you have to do when you put the quarters in the game. Like you have to actually make the cart first. What if you fuck up? Did you just waste the quarters?
I thought that they were like randomly generated characters or something.
Someone took that screenshot of him puffing at the pipe, and then it's like, "I've got so high that night." And I love how they just kind of run away. Whoops.
So they fucked up 2 out of these 3 mini games. That must mean that this is the worst cart fucking ever.
I shall call it an abomination.
Fanfare for the common man starts playing.
This
This is the first part of the movie that I choked up on. Because he's like, "Oh God, kid, I'm so sorry, we fucked up." And she's like, "I love it, it's the best thing I've ever seen."
It's so terrible, it's a work of art.
It's incomprehensible. That must mean it's good.
I can't believe this thing is so shitty. It's amazing! The first time he's ever smiled in this entire movie.
Is that a whipped cream beard?
Yes!
I like how they only have one reference picture for a glitch. It's just like, is she the only glitch that exists ever?
Yep.
Oh,
And
the beta testing
I
scene
like
was
that
awesome,
scene.
but
I like the
was
cart
way
building
backwards.
scene. I like the cart building scene because it's the first time you ever see him actually having fun. Brazzers!
You know, I'd feel a little bit more comfortable with that joke if there wasn't a 10-year-old kid in this shot.
Oh, oh, he just glazed me. Imagine if it was white.
Ugh.
You can pass Bob's Cool Whip.
We've been jammed.
Lone Star.
Oh, Spaceballs.
Where's Sonic when you need him?
And that's
Go
Doing
back!
PSAs, remember?
Right.
Diet Cola Mountain.
You know what? You know what? In All Stars, They should have put Penelope and Wreck-It Ralph in the same car exactly like this for the entire
That
game.
would have been great. They're getting double dash.
Yeah, I actually wouldn't mind seeing that, actually, now that I think about it.
Okay, you know what? You guys are not video game characters. That's the most obvious secret wall I've ever fucking seen, with the fucking pops that way. That's like, my gamer senses would be tingling right there, and you guys just walk the fuck away.
Those guys are the useless NPCs. They're always gonna miss that shit.
But that dude's the king! He's the king of this game! You'd think he would know about that.
He spends his entire ass sitting in a booth above the track.
The big whoop. I love how she's like, oh, sweet, you live in trash?
You
And
live in
Oscar
a...
the fucking grouch?
You live in... It's not really trash. You live in bricks.
Bricks.
I don't think
And a
bricks
stump.
are necessarily unhygienic.
You know, these two should really be the best of friends by now, because one's a glitch and the other's a villain who wants to be a hero.
Together they fight crime.
Weekdays at 8 p.m.
On the CW.
Oh, the CW, well, now it's just doomed to failure.
Wait, this is Diet Coke Mountain?
Yes.
You've got an entire candy... You've got an entire, like, planet full of candy, but I'll have a Diet Coke. I don't want to get fat.
It's like, America!
Watch out for falling Mentos.
You see, this actually gave credence to the whole where I thought Vanellope was initially a dummied out character, because this is essentially a dummied out area, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's an unfinished track.
She says herself right there that this is a place that never made it in the full game.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that, again, it's just one of the many reasons why I figured it probably would have made more sense if she was just a dummied out character who was trying to get in the game.
Well, Vanellope's own, like, the real explanation for her is also kind of convoluted anyway. So I guess it just would have been a little bit more simple just to assume that.
Echo,
But I
we
think
don't
just
always
calling
make
her a
it.
glitch just makes her seem more evil to everyone else, which makes... I guess which makes... it makes it make a little bit more sense that everyone's so hostile towards her.
I mean, at least the glitch, at least they have a reason to not like a glitch because it screws up the game.
Because if it was like... In a lot of games, if you put in just dummied out stuff and you put it into the game, like hack it into the game, it'll still run just fine. But if you put a glitch into the game, it could like crash shit and stuff.
Well, there are cases of dummied out characters and tracks and stuff that will crash the game if you hack them into functionality.
Yeah, but there's also cases where it won't. Like the R-Wings in Ocarina of Time. If you hack them in, they'll just stay around until you kill them.
A circle. Look
Well,
at that, Penelope, I made a circle!
Now we can race in NASCAR.
You made the final destination of racetracks. Good job, Ralph. Good job.
There are no items to pick up along the course either. It is Final Destination.
The exhaust is sparkles.
Yep.
Gas, brake.
I love how the pedals are
Shift.
Pop-Tarts.
They're strudels.
That's the go pedal. That's the stop pedal.
That's the clutch pedal.
Why would something like this have a clutch?
Driving stick.
Rihanna, get out of my movie.
Ah.
Hey, this is a decent song.
I'm not a fan of Rihanna. And something about her voice just bugs me.
Oh. He just got rear-ended in the balls in the face.
You know, if my own driving course were more like this and less like my driving instructor listening to right-wing talk radio, I think I would have had more fun.
You mean like made out of chocolate and pretzels?
Yeah, but you're
Yeah.
fucked on a rainy day.
Surrounded by, surrounding a pool of molten cola.
Well, I mean, Well, I mean, it would also be my driving instructor teaching me how to fucking drive instead of just making me go down the same 3 streets over and over again.
Power slide, power slide.
I use that tech all the time in Mario Kart Wii.
It's how you win in Sega All-Stars Racing. You don't drive straight, you power slide everywhere.
Oh shit!
Oh, that was me in Mario Kart DS. Snaking, motherfuckers.
It's not my fault you guys. It's not my fault you guys suck at it.
Well, that was why I got pissed at people. It's just people got pissed about snaking. It's just like if you don't know how to do it, too bad. You don't need it to win any of the AI cups or anything. And then that's why they made the drifting worse in every Mario Kart after that. That's sad.
Because people complain that, oh, these people are too good. Because they think, well, it's not our fault we're better than you.
It's called competition.
Maybe we'll stop snaking if you get rid of the stupid blue shell.
Top shelf, I love that shit.
Her race car is motherfucking Virgil.
Not Vorgel.
The stupid upward teleport thing that they replaced the double jump with.
The most incompetent police force in the nation, aka Detroit.
I like police officers are literally donuts.
I said that when they were first introduced. Way to go.
I know.
It's like you. Well, now,
just
do
like,
you really expect the police to
are-
solve crimes or something? No, I do
I
like
got
this.
really giddy when I saw this.
I want to see like one of these police donut things go back home to their family and all the children are munchkins.
Now, I really like that they used the Contra code there, but it's just something. One of the problems I have with Wreck-It Ralph is they front load the game with tons and tons and tons of game references, and then they just sort of stop once you enter this Sugar Rush section.
Mhm.
So I don't know. It's just I feel like they should have spread them out a little bit better. I guess.
Well,
I see what you're saying, yeah.
but I can see the reason why they did that, though. I think we actually brought up the point that we gamers were so distracted trying to find references all over the place that we're not paying attention to the movie itself.
I get that, but I also feel like the game references part are the strongest parts of this movie because.
To us, anyway.
Well, I mean, because when you take that stuff away, it's your pretty generic kids movie, and
Yeah.
it works just fine.
Foreshadowing.
It works just fine as a kids movie.
Do barrel roll. Use the boost to get through.
Try a somersault.
Look, they're right behind me.
Is Felix putting the moves on FemChef?
Yes, he is. You give me the honey glows, ma'am.
I see she's picking the Paragon route right now, and
And
just
then
sort
suddenly, post-traumatic stress disorder. She got triggered. Yeah, they went to.
They never take the armor off.
They went to an ice cream parlor in full body armor. I love that.
Well, the only alternate costume that you can get without DLC is the wedding dress one. Everything else is $3.99. Gosh, guys.
A piece?
Yes, of course. It's fucking Capcom.
Well, technically, Mass Effect is EA, so.
Oh well, that's
doesn't-
even worse. $5.99.
Hershey, welcome, Matt. Actually, I have kind of a decent question. How did the Nintendo pad end up in this game?
I feel like they probably just asked permission for that along
Because
with
if you're gonna have the Konami code as the entrance to the game's coding,
It has to be on an NES.
it has to be on an NES controller because that's where everyone knows it from the most.
they probably had to take a script to Nintendo. And Nintendo had to like underline, okay, you can keep this, you can keep this.
No, I meant like in the game's universe, not like movie wise. Like how the hell did King Candy get a Nintendo controller in here?
Yeah.
I feel like that's just.
I always took that as every game in existence has a central hub like that,
Okay.
which
I
which wouldn't explain pre-NES games, but it's my explanation.
Nintendo
I'm
was
running
always there, John. In the
yeah,
beginning, there was
Nintendo
darkness,
was always there.
and then there was
It's a
and then there was
conspiracy.
Miyamoto. And Miyamoto said, "Let there be Mario." And on the third day, he created Zelda.
And then he rested on the 7th day, which is what we're going through now.
He went to a one.
The 7th day is taking a really long time.
Sadly, yes.
Oh God, here come the feels. I know what's coming up next.
We know what's coming up.
The thing is that as soon as he showed up, I knew exactly how the next, like, 4 scenes in the movie were going to go. Because I've seen this happen, like, 1,000 times.
Oh, hey, Ralph, I have no malintention whatsoever.
Bad guy tricks good guy and other good guy have fight. They pout for like a half an hour, they make up, final battle, everybody's happy again.
Isn't this how Knuckles? Isn't this how Eggman tricked Knuckles? Hey, I'm not a bad guy at all, but you might want to watch out for that blue fella.
That blue fella's a dick.
I'm your friend.
But yeah, hey, Ralph, I just showed up to say hello, and by the way, Vanellope can't race. And I have no ulterior motives with this whatsoever. I love how the floor is made out of, like, what is it, Milky Way? Because there's, like, streaks of caramel and chocolate nuts.
At this point, if I were Ralph, I'd take Mr. Big Head here, punt him across the field, and just let Penelope race anyway.
Well, to be fair, when I'm listening to his explanation, it does make a decent amount of sense.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, too.
It's just like, if he didn't have this semi-decent explanation, I
never thought that King Candy was a douche for good motives, even with this explanation. I thought that...
Well, I mean, it's like, it's more of a, like, Dick has a point sort of situation.
Yeah.
That's what I saw. Especially the sort of Vanellope wouldn't be able to make it out sort of thing. It's just like, okay, it's just like, I can understand him falling for this, is more what
They said die in a Disney movie. Oh, wait. Never mind. They do that all the fucking time. Fuck you 4Kids.
You just never see them die.
No. Ralph, if you don't do what I say, she'll end up in the Shadow Realm.
In another dimension. Next to Hiffle.
Next to Hiffle.
Just forget about it, Ralph. You've got your hero medal. Punt the guy across the field and run.
It's okay, Ralph. She'll just fly off in her spaceship and won't actually die.
She'll be training with King Kai.
He won't die, Ralph. She'll just go home.
She'll
just be kidnapped or something. Like 4Kids always said they do.
She'll go to sub-levels where all people go when their games are over.
She'll just be in the underwear.
Oh yeah, that's what it's called, the underwear.
The home for Infinite Lupin. The other dimension that Frieza's always talking about. Oh fuck, here we go.
All of their feels.
Now bend over and suck my dick, Ralph. When I first saw the medal and it says to Stink Brand, at first I chuckled, but then he flipped it over and said, "You're my hero," and I just started sobbing. Because I'm like, wow, way to rub salt in the wound.
What a bitch.
How dare you have feelings? Fuck.
All of the feels.
I like how the weather suddenly became ominous to match the sad tone of the situation.
Disney.
Well, once the sunlight comes back, everything will be fine. It's like Lion King.
Oh, no, Scar's presence was... he was evil, and that was making everything die, Ryan. And as soon as the evil leaves, everything goes back to normal. Gosh. Why can't you follow this simple logic?
Logic?
Yes.
Oh, God. I'm sorry, guys. I'm gonna have feels in a second.
Then have your feels, Al.
No, Al, you just need to learn to become like me and have a cold, lifeless husk instead of a heart. It just makes it so much easier.
Oh, that hurt.
I get the feels sort of thing, but I hate when people just like refuse to listen in movie scenes like this because she doesn't even let him finish a sentence.
Well, she is a little girl.
Well, I get that, but it's just like if you let him, just every movie scene like this I see is just like let him fucking.
It's a critique that you get when you get older, but when you're a kid, you don't think about that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Oh God.
It's just like both sides are being completely unreasonable right now. It's just like,
Oh God.
dude, you don't need to smash
there goes
the
my
fucking
heart.
thing.
Okay, now shit on it.
Teabag it a
Set
few
it on
times.
fire.
Teabag, set it on fire.
LOL. Just smash
Oh,
little
I'm
girl.
And
so
leave a
bad for
hateful
laughing
comment
at
on,
this.
and then leave a hateful comment on Xbox Live.
LOL, just little girl's cart. Hashtag burn. Hashtag I rule. Hashtag I'm gonna wreck it.
Oh God, can you imagine what happened in the sequel? And Ralph is like, hey Felix, what's a faggot? Oh gosh, Ralph, I don't know. Let's ask this young gentleman over here.
Felix will give him the actual old answer.
The bundle of sticks.
It's a pile of sticks.
Well, gosh, Ralph, I think he called you a pile of sticks.
I am.
Here, let's ask this, understanding young gentleman where we are. Excuse me, sir, where are we? Shut up, nigger. Lol, you just got owned.
I seriously
What
do
a
wonder.
potty mouth.
I seriously do wonder what they're going to do for the sequel because they did announce that they're going to do one.
Did
Well,
they?
of course they're gonna do
Yeah,
one. It's,
well, because it made a ton of money, so they said, yeah, we'll do another one. But
Oh, Disney.
it's gonna be direct to video.
Fuck
Uh,
no.
It's going
Direct
to
to
be
video and
direct.
poorly animated, like all their other fucking sequels.
It's
Have you
going
like
to-
seen the? If you go back and you look at the direct to video, the animation's just awful. It's just like low grade TV crap.
I'm pretty sure that the second Aladdin movie was actually like exactly on par with the
well, that's because it
animated
was meant.
series.
That's because it was meant to be released in theaters at one point, but it didn't go through.
No,
No.
I mean
He
like
was saying compared
I'm
to the
saying
animated series.
it was like it was exactly like the animated series. It even had the animated series Genie voice actor.
Hey, Gene, maybe if
It
you
could've
weren't
just
such
been
an asshole to Ralph, you wouldn't be in this predicament.
They don't think like that.
30 years, man! 30 fucking years!
Okay, I got my penthouse. I'm good.
I'm
Roll
so
the
happy.
credits.
And the movie just ends with him celebrating right there.
There's nobody here.
Time to wank!
Now I can have a cheese pizza all to myself.
I made my family disappear!
Living on my own is great. If I do something stupid, nobody sees me. If I want to walk around naked, I can.
Oh, that just shows how much fucking potential. I mean, how much fucking attention these people pay to Sugar Rush. They left the dead character's concept art on the arcade cabinet. Are you fucking kidding me?
Louis Ermac does not exist.
Candy coated heart of dog. I love how Sour Bell just goes, no!
I'm pretty sure that there's a Geneva Convention rule against this.
What is
I
this? How
mean-
we interrogate terrorists? We lick them and put them in our mouths.
Video game version of candy version of waterboarding.
Oh, God.
God damn it!
Who are baptizing him with free. He's doing this because he's a dick. So nobody has anything interesting to say at this point?
Well,
it's exposition.
Okay.
I don't get the if she crosses the finish line, everyone will remember thing, though. I don't think programming works that way.
Well,
Yes, it
no,
does. The plot demands it.
no, actually,
Stick
remember,
around. That's the
if
most
you
clever part of this movie.
if you do something with a glitch and cause the game to crash, the only sensible thing that happens after that is resetting it.
Well, would resetting it. Well, if he altered the code, would resetting the game really
Rebooting
change the
fixes
code back to its original
everything.
settings, though?
Rebooting
What Lewis just said.
fixes everything. Except my DVD drive.
I love what she says. It's like right here. She's like, it's like Doomsday and Armageddon had a baby and it's ugly. And I'm like, oh, Chris Chan.
Oh.
Nobody knows the trouble I've seen. Nobody knows.
Oh right, the bars are made of candy.
Okay,
You have a magic.
Ricky, and then it's made him bigger. I'm the Juggernaut, bitch. I just like keyframes back to the ground.
It's miraculous he was able to gather up all those broken pieces.
Well, no,
Actually,
those,
they were in a trash
Trash
can
can.
that Sour Bill was cleaning up, so yeah, they were all in one
Place.
piece. Hickledy pickledy. And then she friend zoned me, that piece of shit.
Tactless.
Oh, I hated this part. I'm like, Felix, you've known him for 30 years. How could you not have known that he was being treated like shit constantly?
He sleeps in a pile of bricks.
but I thought you liked sleeping in bricks.
Who would like sleeping in fucking bricks?
No, you see, the thing is, that used to be his home, but he kind of wrecked it.
It's like, you don't know what it's like to be treated like a criminal. Fuck you, Felix. I'm black. That's pretty much what it was.
Hey, I fixed your car. Ah, just kidding. I'm gonna wreck
Look
it.
it again.
Psych. Breaks it again. Did you notice that the chains of hers says glitch proof?
Yeah.
I don't know how you could make something glitch proof though. Is it just like, I don't know, like kryptonite but for glitches or something? I don't know.
Yes.
Main Nintendium.
Unobtainium.
Yeah, I like Nintendium more.
Assorted fans with nuts.
They're made with Nokias. Adamantium. Okay, I'm done.
Vibranium?
I just want to eat all those carts.
And here, in here,
Even the action figures in Disney Store look so goddamn delicious.
What do you think, guys? PlayStation 4 graphics?
Blue shell.
Well, considering this game canonically was made in the early 90s, I'm calling bullshit.
Wait, okay, so hold on. How long do you think before a blue shell fucks everyone over? I'm giving it 13 seconds.
Wow. Gone beyond double dash. We're on to triple dash now.
Oh, never mind.
third player's even more useless than the second.
The third player just watches.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You see, this is seeing shit like this. It really makes you disappointed for the shovelware game.
Yeah.
You know, I was expecting the shovelware game, or the game in general, to be like a mix mash of different gameplay genres. You know, like a grab bag.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, hang
And
on. They
it's
fucked
nothing
up
like
a video game for a video game movie. Are you serious?
Yeah.
Wait, when did the car turn into a pie?
Because it was Jubilita Bing Bing, and her whole thing is she's based off of cherries.
Wait, you recognize all of the racers' names?
Pretty much. I have no life, guys.
I was like, how much research have you done now?
Have some candy.
Isn't there a Super Monkey Ball course that's pretty much like that, where you have to put the ball through a half pipe like that, and there's a whole bunch of swinging things in the middle?
I think so.
Yeah.
There's been like what, 6?
It's Sweet
Monkey Ball.
Mountain.
Yeah.
Where's the giant hamburger? I'm disappointed.
Power sliding.
With
Very
fire.
Oh, that was bad.
Was her stick shift a dum dum pop?
Sure.
I hated Dum Dums.
Yeah.
They
So
go.
tiny.
You finish them in like 30 seconds.
She just reverse air ramped.
No, it's wave dashing. I swear to God.
Didn't they cut that out in the next game? Sugar Rush 2, this time it's Sweet Vengeance or whatever.
Rush harder.
Punches out of nowhere. Bam! Feminism! Shut up, Felix. You're still friend-zoned.
Holy hell.
So the platformers and the first-person shooters have to team up.
That's all.
God help. Oh no, wait! First person Mario did it first.
Taking no prisoners.
Take no prisoners.
They fused with the Jawbreakers.
This is the longest fucking track I've ever seen.
Lots of environment variety, though. I mean, look, we have a snow level right in the middle of it.
They see me rolling. They hating.
Actually, how often do you guys have experience with arcade racers besides cruising?
I don't really.
Cruising.
Being honest, there were never a whole lot of arcade.
It's called a road. It's called a rainbow road.
I'm sure that was the reference.
Well, I mean, there are no guardrails, so this is probably the annoying fucking
No,
place
wait.
where everyone falls
Stay
off.
like this, Vanellope. This is exactly where you want to be.
Unless he decides to go and reverse himself.
Oh, look, he's trying to kill her in a Disney movie.
Well, at this point, everybody just knows that he's pretty much evil.
Yeah.
All right, honest question. How many of you saw this coming?
I did.
I did.
Well, they wouldn't have brought up Turbo if he wasn't going to become important later.
That's exactly why I saw it coming. Because I was thinking about it while watching the theater. What's the point of bringing up Turbo guy? And unless Disney rule of thumb is you got to bring someone up, he's gonna show up later in the movie. So I figured, okay, I kind of didn't see the King being Turbo himself. I just figured Turbo himself would show up at some point.
Well, wait a minute. You know how they say if you die in your own game, you come back? So what the hell's the point of this? She's just gonna respawn at the beginning of the track.
Well, I mean, she's also a glitch, so the rules might not apply, or I don't know.
The plot demands it.
Yeah.
Not programmed as a character in the game at the moment, so she would probably die permanently.
Disney!
You see, no, that's
yeah.
the Disney rule. Your death can be as gruesome as you want it to be.
As long as it's off screen.
Off screen.
Oh god, this track suddenly got really hardcore.
It's a fucking Kaizo trap.
Who put the difficulty setting on Kaizo?
Just pick up the fucking car and drag it over the fucking finish line.
No,
There's
he needs
bugs
to like
all over the
torpedo
place.
throw
Well,
it.
it doesn't matter if it's broke. Can fix it in one tap.
Ralph needs to just like torpedo throw it. Well, that escalated quickly. Come back soon!
Force field.
Poof.
Oh, my heart died at this moment too.
Come on, Ralph, you're strong. Just pretend you're in a beat 'em up.
Oh no, sorry, Ryan. The arrow's
Okay,
pointing. You
look,
can't go left
Ralph,
anymore.
God
This
damn
is
it.
what you gotta do, okay? You pick her up, run through the bug swarm, through the finish line, and the game will reset. You'll probably die, but she'll survive.
Or you could use the hoverboard. Come on, hijack the hoverboard. You know you want to. Nobody's on it. There's a
Femshep,
big bullseye right there.
Femshep's distracted.
Come on.
No, Ralph, no. The movies
Renegade
are...
option. Woohoo!
Da 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 da. Da 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 da.
Wreck-It Ralph Riders. What?
You know, this would be on the Kinect, too.
Oh god, it's a boss arena.
Yeah, you can imagine this actually being on the Kinect. You gotta wreck shit. You actually gotta pump your fist like this.
No, but then the Xbox wouldn't be able to tell what you're doing.
Oh god, this freaked me out. This thing right here.
Hey, Ralph, I'm an abomination now.
I'm the low my mother should have swallowed.
I knew it was gonna be a boss arena.
Why,
Big,
'cause
wide
it's
open, circular.
God, he's so fucking creepy.
Giant
What's with
fucking
Disney giving me
insect
childhood
Willy
nightmares?
Wonka.
Ooh.
You know, dude, just punch the ground. It's not that hard, dude.
Seismic toss.
Okay, now drop him on the thing he was trying to
Femship,
break.
your pistol has infinite ammo. Don't throw that shit.
It's Superman logic. Bullets won't work. Maybe the gun will.
Oh my god, he said die. He must be talking about coloring.
You're
That's
your
gonna
friend of
be a
the,
nice
spend the
new
rest
state
of your
of-
days in the Shadow Realm. No,
That's-
just me. Oh god, here comes some more feels. I was bawling at this
Dun
point.
da 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 da.
Ralph, there's no reason to be worried. You don't suffer falling damage.
Oh right!
It's not that. It's the boiling. It's the boiling lake of lava beneath him.
Don't you mean Diet Cola?
Oh yeah, Diet Cola. Sorry.
Yeah, see, there's no calories. He'll be fine.
I like how Diet Soda is equivalent to lava in this game. That's about how I rank it on the refreshingness scale.
But yeah, like I said, at this point, while he was reciting the bad guy omen, I started bawling my fucking.
Yeah, but did you honestly think they were gonna kill him?
No, it's just just the whole. This guy only knows her for like a day, and already he's willing to risk his life to save her, type deal. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get what you mean. I feel compelled to make a U-turn.
It's a big,
I
bright.
know. I told you once before, you asshole.
I think they all just think it's normal, but then they realize it's diet and they die from disappointment.
It's not quite Coke Zero.
The volcano looks like that thing that's supposed to call them back at the end of the game in their own world, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's the point.
That's the point.
I get
That's
it.
the point.
Alright.
Way to go. Way to go,
I-
Lewis. You solved the mystery.
This is the first time I'm watching the movie, and I have to watch it through your commentary. It's hard to pick up on shit, okay?
Okay, someone actually had a good point. That King Candy might still be alive because he's in this he programmed himself in this game. So why would he be dead because of that?
No, I always took it he's dead forever because he's not originally from the game.
Gotcha.
And even then, he was also like half bug, which was from a different game. So I don't
So he's
know.
double fucked either way.
Yeah, double
Yeah.
KO.
Oh, I read the script at that point where they kiss, and originally it said the kiss is worth 1,000 points. And just like that, everything back to normal. Oh, and by the way, she's a Disney princess, in case you couldn't figure it out.
Wait, you're talking like officially?
No, her
No.
In this game. Yeah, she's a Disney princess. Yeah, look at that shit. Bet you didn't see that one coming.
Okay, how the fuck does that work?
Yeah.
Oh, wait.
You're the one who brought up the fact that as soon as the villain's gone, everything just magically returns to normal.
No, but the villain was gone and everything didn't just suddenly come back to normal. She became the princess and then everything went back to normal. They're like messing with the rules of Disney. I don't like it.
Try your eyes for dry, itchy eyes.
Oh yeah, you remember that chick you were like messing with earlier in the movie? She's in charge now. Into the Diet Cola you go.
She actually says that. She's like, I decree that anyone who made fun of me will be executed. And they just lose their shit. It's amazing. And Colin's loving it. Wow, this got interesting.
I decree a boot to the head.
Good.
And another fraternity in the world.
Running. I'm crying, but I can't stop. That's how I felt about this movie.
Oh, wait, what are you doing with that DLC costume, Vanellope? Did you pay $5.99? Did you?
No, it's the costume you unlock by spending 100 hours completing the game.
Okay, so either you waste your money or you waste your life, huh?
Yeah.
Oh. Which one do you pick?
I don't, neither.
You can't decree yourself president. It doesn't work that way.
Oh, come on,
Okay,
Ted.
I take it back. She's the very first ever Disney president.
Didn't you ever make a make-believe house for yourself, Ted, at the age of 5 and declare yourself president of the box?
You can't. No, I would declare myself emperor. Because that's do that. You can't declare yourself president. You gotta be voted that. And
Wreck-It
nobody
Ralph
votes.
is a massive step forward for Disney culture. We've left monarchy behind and moved on to democracy.
Well, our kind of democracy in that it's a front for democracy, but
And in the sequel, Vanellope takes their guns away. In the sequel, Vanellope takes their guns away.
and in the third movie she imposes universal health care.
See, even Felix is tired of the.
God damn it, Rob, stop.
I should
Hey,
have
that
watched
even
this
looks
movie
like
sooner.
That even looks like one of the Star Fox ships.
Did you
No.
ever have any, like, remote interest at all, Lewis?
I did. I just never got around to it because I'm not that big on going out to watch movies.
Oh, okay.
And everything's back to normal.
Status
Look at
quo
Zombie's
is God.
third face. Ah!
Status quo is God.
What if the Scorpion was part of those meetings? Hey, everybody, oh! And that would be my phone. I'll be right back.
Dash.
A video game movie.
So
You
wait,
were
what are
in
people?
the game.
You know, people would probably be really fucking confused to see all this shit in there. I'd think that this would make the game more broken.
No, they just think it's clever cameo work.
Ralph Smash Brothers, starring Ralph and Hubert.
Okay, Ralph, can you walk over here and hit this with your hammer, please?
Okay.
Suddenly, space alien from nowhere.
Okay, I'll be there in a little bit.
Yeah,
Getting thrown off the roof is the best part of your day. Wow.
he explains why.
Well, I mean, dude, you can just after work ends, you can go and talk to her as much as you want, and it doesn't
Yeah,
require
that's
a
game.
five-story fall. You know?
God help them if Sugar Rush has an online mode. Everyone would be Vanellope.
So wait, is she's? Do you guys think she's? Because I thought that Penelope was at least a boss character. You know, someone because obviously the teleportation ability is just begging to be spammed.
I think
But
it's just more just her glitch is still intact, so she kind of warps.
or it could be a character ability, maybe.
Eh.
It's a glitch that everyone thinks is a character ability.
Alright, I'm back, and I love these credits.
Mm-hmm.
Did you guys stick to the end to see if Nick Fury would offer Rolf a chance at the Avengers?
No, I was waiting for that. I was waiting for the scene where all the villains, get together and eat shawarma.
Hubert, I want to talk to you about the Avengers Initiative.
It's just nice.
What the hell? You're in the wrong game! Wrong level!
Wrong game. That's a Sonic 3 boss.
Nerds, all of you, nerds.
There's no Sonic offline.
Well, look, admittedly, I had the same thought too. It's like, wait, that's the Angel Island boss.
It's just nice to see a major production actually like games for once, rather than blaming them for.
As basic as this plot was, though, for a children's movie, obviously that was the intent.
Doom.
I still had a pretty
It's not
good time.
Doom. There's not gratuitous amounts of gore in it.
Fine,
Not-
Wolfenstein.
I like Wreck-It Ralph enough. It's just I can't help but think that it's a little bit over. I think its quality is a little bit overblown. Because I mean, I like it, but I don't feel like it's particularly special in any particular way. I guess is the way I'm gonna put it.
Blasphemy! Oh, by the way, I love this scene. Ralph's kicking that car's ass,
Blanca.
and then Ralph gets shocked.
It's basically everyone likes because it's the Who Framed Roger Rabbit of video games.
Yeah, and I do appreciate that.
Actually,
I would
more
like to see a
story
sequel.
of video games.
Yeah,
I enjoyed this. I should have watched it sooner.
the plot was a little basic, but
Why?
it works.
Well,
I mean, when you look past all the video
arcade video characters, of course it's basic.
Choreographed Kirby dance. Woo.
And then you see Kirby as an unlockable character, the new DDR.
No, they locked Kirby up as soon as he showed up in the fucking power strip. They don't want him walking around. I wouldn't want him walking around.
Whoops, he ate Sonic. Oh dear. Uh,
By the way, I love this song.
This is who is it? I don't remember what his name is.
All right, so everyone's pretty much given their final thoughts except you, Al. Like,
Roger Craig Smith.
why are you, Al? Like, what is it about this movie that really just drives you in? Because we mentioned in the beginning of this commentary that you actually cosplay as Ralph.
I'll tell you in a sec. I need to get something for my mom.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we are video game nerds.
So just
Yeah.
bullshit for a while, and I'll tell you the gripping conclusion.
So what do you think? What do you think the plot should be for the sequel? Because they said they're going to do one.
I don't.
You think they should go more game heavy and more references, more kind of plot ideas regarding games?
maybe they should address the fact that the arcade in America is dead.
You know what? I can see that actually being the plot of the second
Sequel.
movie. It is in danger of being removed. Because he's right. Like,
Game arcades are dead here.
you don't see arcades like this in America anymore. So obviously
There's a
the
Doug
plot.
Walker in the credits.
Say what?
There's a Doug Walker in the credits under layout artist.
It's not him.
I doubt it's
I
him.
know. I know.
But
The name jumped out at me.
John, go on.
It's like another
I can see the sequel being where the arcade is in danger of being removed from the lot or because of zoning laws or something like that, and the movie would have to end with them being transferred to Japan.
So all the video game characters are learning new languages.
Yeah.
No, they already know Japanese. They just have to switch the option switch to it.
Yeah. So what would they run into all the JRPG characters and all their wasting?
Suddenly, Sephiroth is an unlockable character in Sugar Rush. What?
Sephiroth, well, I am pretty enough.
He's got lollipops stuck in his hair and everything. I wanted to make a fangirl joke about his trench coat being made of chocolate, but no, I'm not going there.
Not chocolate, licorice. Or fruit roll-up.
So yeah, overall, I think it was a good movie. A little basic on the plot.
Well, I
But
feel like some parts are really like over convoluted. Like every 20 minutes, they have to spend 3 explaining some like
The meaning of this or the meaning of that, or
yeah. There's quite a few exposition dumps. I feel.
Well,
I feel like they could have streamlined that a little bit.
to be fair, they're using video game programming as a premise for a movie, so I think they did.
Everything's alphanumeric.
All right, I'm back, guys. Sorry. Now, to answer your question, why I love this movie, I love Ralph as a character. I love Vanellope. I think Felix was a little basic, but to be fair, it's because he's an '80s hero. Let's see. And yes, I have cosplayed as him numerous occasions. I just love the character, and when the trailer first came out, my friends were like, "Dude, you gotta cosplay as that guy." And to be honest, I really didn't have any plans on seeing this movie because I saw the cameos, I saw them whoring themselves out in every movie poster and shit, and I thought that that's what was going to carry this movie, and I didn't want that to happen. Like, you know what I mean?
yeah, I get what you mean.
Like, it wouldn't depend on actual substance. It would be depending on the fact that Sonic's in it, or Bison's in it, or Eggman's in it, instead of actual plot. And it turns out that the complete opposite happened.
Yeah, it stands more or less on its own, although it is a lot more fun to watch if you're already a fan of a bunch of video games that happen to be in it.
For the most part, anyway, as we were mentioning earlier, if you're a really big video game aficionado like all of us here are, you get a little too distracted with trying to point out all the video game references. So, if anything, Wreck-It Ralph would be a better movie on your second viewing when you're actually paying attention to the plot.
Yeah.
But overall, it's a safe and fun kids movie, and I had a good time watching this in the theaters. So, would watch again. And I'm looking forward to the sequel if that's actually being made.
No,
I would watch again because I've seen this 20 times and I'm still not tired of it.
What's 21?
Kill
look,
screen.
Kill screen.
That was clever. Ugh.
Oh, I don't really got any thing more to say about this.
No, good movie. I liked it.
Yeah. Well, thank you for joining us, Al.
Hope the sequel
Hey, no
tries a
problem.
little. Hope the sequel does a little bit more. I don't want to say risque, but a little bit more different.
Wreck-It Ralph After Dark.
You
Ambition.
know what I mean. Just less basic
Oh,
plot.
shut up, Ryan. You want to see Wreck-It Ralph in lingerie?
No,
Oh yeah.
the Barry White music's not playing, so no, that's not what I mean.
Can be arranged.
No, I'm the one who has the file. I'm the one editing it.
Oh.
There are ways.
So, yep, that was Wreck-It Ralph. Hope everyone out there enjoyed watching it with us. Guess we'll see y'all for the next movie we do, whatever that may be.
Ugh.
Right.